Okay, this is a tutorial to help with suggestions, possible ways of changing bellows directions in reels. Now, if you noticed, I've started halfway out, and the tune I'm going to play is Drowsy Maggie. And during the first part, the A part of the tune, I'm going to change my bellows direction on the fourth beat, so that I'm playing across the bar lines. In the second part of the tune, I actually will do something different, but I'll just play through the first part of Drowsy Maggie, and this obviously isn't the only way to do it, but this is a possible suggestion for beginners on where to change bellows direction. So you're going to do about groups of 6 notes at a time. Okay, let's do that again. So let's do that very slowly now, and I'll show you where I'm changing. There. So I'm going in on the B and the E. So let's do that again. Okay, now for the second part. I'm changing more frequently now on the first and third beats, because that's where the natural emphasis seems to be to me on the tune. So I'll just run through the first part again, and then I'll go into the second part. Change. So, do you see where I'm changing there? First and third beats. So let's do that again. Now, first and third beats. So I hope that's useful. So what I'm doing is I'm actually varying my bellows directions changes, and in the first part I'm changing, this is just a Drowsy Maggie, I'm changing my bellows direction on the fourth beat of the bar. So I'm more or less doing 6 quavers together and then changing. So I'm going over the bar line. Then in the second part I'm changing in a different places. I'm changing on the first and the third beats. I'll try and show you that again. Change, 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 change. Right. So hopefully I've said where to change there, and that will help you. Now obviously this is not the only way to do it, but I think it, varying the bellows directions there gives you a little bit of variety, and it seems to me to work to change on the fourth beat of a reel like Drowsy Maggie, and then the second part I was doing something different, I was changing more on the first and third beats, but that just because that seemed where the phrasing was to me in the tune. Another tune that seems to work like this is the tune The Heather Breeze, so that's another one that you could try with going through the first part and changing on the fourth beat, changing direction when you come to the fourth beat of the bar, and then in the second part I think I'm more or less doing something similar to what I do to Drowsy Maggie. Now I have Concertina tutors available at my website, but Bellows directions is not one of the things that I've dealt with in those tutors. There's one for song accompaniment, and there's one for beginners and intermediate players to play songs and tunes. So this is something new that I don't think many people have got given a lot of thought to, and of course I'm not saying it's the only way of doing it, but to my ears it seems a satisfactory place to change. So hopefully you can follow that and get some idea. I might try and do it just one more time. I'm going to start halfway out, play my air button to get out, change, change, change. Do that again. I missed saying a couple of the changes. Change, 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 change. Now the second part. Change, 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 change. Hope that's helpful, because I think it's something that a lot of English concertina players don't necessarily think about, and it's also of course a matter of opinion where you change, but I think that sort of system might work quite well for reels. Obviously depending upon the tune it will vary from tune to tune, but certainly I've experimented with Drowsy Maggie and The Heather Breeze, and I think that that's fairly satisfactory. So you can go to my website www.dickmiles.com and you'll see the Concise English Concertina tutor and also the song accompaniment tutor. Okay, I hope that's helpful for you.